What is happening, y'all? Cowboy here, and welcome to my heavy bowgun build. So with heavy bowgun, there are quite a few different ways to build it, whether you want to go for normal, for pierce, for spread, and in particular, there was a crazy build using the Zinogre heavy bowgun. Back in Iceborne, it was basically just easy hunts. All you would do is just stand and shoot, and you would never die. You had shield up, and the goal of this build is to actually just replicate that. So we're doing just tons of damage while also maintaining guard and tune-up and all the things that make guard useful. So taking a look at the build, we got attack boost 5, crit I 3, crit boost 3, wex 3, max might 3, spread up 3, reload speed at 3, recoil down at 3, some whisper coming in from the Talisman, 2 points of guard up, 2 points of steadiness, some stray blight resist, some stray offensive guard, and quick sheath, and affinity sleeting, and leap of faith. We got a point of tune-up, which is going to buff our shield up, and then lastly we have some wall runner boost on here. So there's a lot going on. Let's hop into town, take a look at it. I'll also briefly show y'all the pierce build as well, just in case folks are curious. So for this build, the Talisman, same Talisman we had last time. Crit eye and then a level 2 deco slot is all you need here. If it has extra stuff, ideally, honestly, I would prefer to have like crit eye evade extender. That would probably be perfect. But you know, mine has Wirebug, and I don't feel like booting up the thing to re-edit it because I use this on other builds. So crit eye, Wirebug, whisper, it is. But yeah, you want crit eye and you need a level 2 deco slot. That's going to be it. You know, as you can see, I have wall runner and leap of faith. These are just like dump skills that I don't even really need. So I'm just kind of thinking of stuff to put on there. Talking about the weapon though, the Grand Reversal Barrage, the Tentranodon heavy bowgun. Now when it comes to spread, the reason this thing is going to be king is quite simply we can just walk around and shoot with it. We can walk around and we can shoot, and we have a fast reload, all that stuff with spread 3. It also comes up at 380 attack, has decent slots. As you can see, no deviation, low recoil, fast reload. And if we look at my ammo, you can see spread 3 is across the board with low recoil and the fastest reload with the walking and the reload. So it's just, this is what you want. The moving reload and the moving shot is going to put this ahead of the competition. As for our decos, we're going to drop a crit jewel in there, and then as for the rampage slot, you're going to be running whatever you need here, you know, which I think actually, who am I going up against? You do Piscenes as well, Piscine and Leviathan, so I'll keep you in. Moving down from there though, Rachna Helm. This is going to be a fantastic piece for bow builds. With the slots, we're able to pick up 2 points of spread, reload speed, tune up, and steadiness. Very, very solid piece, especially if you're trying to get tune up into the build. Barioth Mail, giving us all 3 points we need of max might, along with some wex, quick sheath, and steadiness. Barioth Van Braces, picking up 2 points of attack boost, affinity sliding, offensive guard. We're really just using this for the fact that it has spread up and 2 points attack boost. Moving on down, Angicoil though, we have 2 more points of attack boost, and then we're picking this up for the slots mainly. Get another point of crit boost as well as some reload speed. In a similar fashion, we're picking up the Malzeno Greaves, mainly for the slots. We get some wex and attack boost down here, but we also get 2 slots to fit recoil down in, and then a level 4 slot, which we have put guard up on. Now, as for the Talisman, all you need is level 2 slot to drop critical in, and you are set to go. Now, the one slot that you could really mix up, if you want, you don't need to have guard up here. You could, in fact, mix this up and go, say, evade extender. That might even be a little more comfortable, just so you can, you know, get out of the way a little bit faster. Instead, you could even go for, I don't know if I have it, but the upgraded version of evade window. It's really whatever you're going to be comfortable with. Even if you just wanted to just go straight block, you know, you could pump the guard up on this. It's not going to really do all that much. The guard is mainly there to protect us if we get sloppy. But, you know, shield up. If something comes out and it doesn't look like I can block, I might survive it having 2 points of shield up on. So going on over into the switch skills with this. Tackle on both. Something that you're not sure if you're going to save, this is what you're going to do. You tackle through that shit the same as you would with Greatsword. As for mech versus healing, I've never used healing in my life. As for crouching shot versus charging shot, honestly doesn't matter with spread. We're not really using either of them. Counter shot versus counter charger versus rising moon. Rising moon will allow you to shoot spread from farther away, but I mean, that's not why we're using spread. I'm using spread because I want to stand on top of something's face and blast it. So I'm doing counter shot on both. That's my preferred. And then free silk bind glide. So these are identical across both. There's no reason to not run that. Now, while we're not going to be doing a hunt with it, for those that are curious about the Pierce build, we'll swap on over to that real fast and just talk about it briefly. So the Pierce build, a little bit crazier on the deco side. We would need to have a 2 crit boost 3 slot to pull off this build, which is another reason why I didn't want to make this the main showcase, because I know even with random luck, just getting a 2 crit boost 3 slot is definitely borderline god territory. As for the weapon, you would use the Shagaru Magala. This comes in with 40% affinity. With the Power Barrel on there, we get a 371 attack. Very, very potent. Go to the decorations here. That would have a Absorber deco, and then of course the appropriate anti. The Lunagaron helm, picking up a ton of crit eye, along with a point of Wirebug. The Barioth mail, picking up that max might similar to before. I like to run the Diablos Van Braces, which gives us 2 points of Pierce up, along with some attack boost and stun resist slotted in. And Offensive Guard, which unfortunately isn't doing anything for us. Rathalos Coil, picking up 3 more points of attack boost, crit boost, and windproof. And then the Ingot Greaves for more attack boost, more crit eye, and reload speed. Of course, on here we have Steadfast, and pulling that all together, you have attack boost 7, crit eye up at 6, Whisperer at 3, crit boost 3, max might at 3. You're probably like, well, hey, why isn't that higher? Well, we don't need it to be. We're at 70% affinity right now, and that's not counting for max might. So this hits 100 without Wex. Very, very potent set. As for the switch skills on that, obviously you're going to want to have Setting Sun on one of your sets. This will slow down your Pierce ammo so it can do multi-hit. But honestly, I only really like playing that when I'm with other players. I feel very, I don't know, heavy bowgun just feels very slow to me, especially compared to light bowgun. So I don't really like using it unless I know I have like someone that has my back and I can just kind of sit and go hog wild and blast whatever I'm hunting. So instead, we're going to be showing off the spread build, which honestly I think this is more applicable to a lot of players. The spread build's super chill. I mean, like literally, we got the shield blocking stuff for us. If for some reason something comes out that's blockable, we're not incredibly worried about it. It just feels good. It feels good. Which I don't think Iritotos has an unblockable, so let me just actually switch this deco out real fast. We'll go to jumping for this fight. Top, you are. This should literally just be like me blasting this thing's face over and over and over again until it's dead. And then I get to show off one of my favorite builds, the light bow gun. We're so close. We're so close to the end. Oh, that demon drug. Hey, buddy, where you come back here? Probably should have showed the item pouch. Literally spread stickies, clusters, that's it. The thing with guard is you are going to take some chip damage, but I'd rather I like to think of guard on a heavy bowgun like a condom. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. About to get hit. Obviously have a quick craft doll on for your ammo. Oh my god. Damn, dude, Almond Drown almost killed my ass. Come on, Muddy Boy, mess him up. Yeah, I'm getting some big anomaly bursts right now. You could, in theory, add Malzeno in, but it gets a smaller bonus heal for ranged weapons, so that's actually, I tried doing that first. I had the Malzeno chest on and it just wasn't enough. You can see similarly the anomaly bonus. You do not get a lot of healing from it. Not think he was going to turn. Oh shit. I have Wyvern Fire, but probably throw out a full load of cluster 3s before it can react. Some decent damage. And I get it. Nah, I missed the head. So typically you'd think like, hey, why not use Pierce against the big long fish thing? Well, it swims all over the damn place, and instead I can just blast it in its face over and over with spread until it's dead. And the biggest thing here is like, I know you could, you know, yes, going power barrel will absolutely get you more DPS than what I'm doing here. There's no question about that. But you know, this is intended to be a lazy hunter build. So the whole idea behind this is kind of how you're seeing, you know, I'm not having to do all that much. I just pick a spot and I shoot at it, and that's it. That tail? I think I did. Now he's getting ready to blow. Wait, it's on his head now. Shit. I might be dead. Yep. I could have tried to block that, but half health. I don't think I was gonna successfully block that. I would have gotten blasted. It sucks as I saw it coming too. I was like, oh, as soon as all the red moved to his head, I was like, here comes the boom. If I could entice Garangolm to come fight with me. Probably could get it to roar and then counter it real fast. Do I want to do that? As well, like right here. That's honestly probably my favorite. Like, just in terms of, like, very quickly getting a mount. The counter shot, you just walk up to something, you shoot it like once, it's gonna roar. Counter shot comes out, and then it's just, it's done. It's done. Get his ass. You want to do anomaly explosions? You big bitch. You're almost dead. Look what you made me do. No, get back out of the water. Shit. Not too bad. 13-17. For a monster that was mostly underwater, where I didn't have all that good of a hitbox, I will take it. And yeah, so that's my lazy hunter build. It's pretty lazy, as you can see. Don't gotta do a whole lot. It's a very good, like, you know, you're trying to farm that like one part that won't drop, but you just want to turn off your brain. This is a good build for that, because you just shoot. You shoot, you have enough spread that like you never need to go back and reload. You're fine there. You know, you have the counter attacks and stuff. Like, there's really not much of a threat to this build. I mean, aside from the anomaly explosion that went off in my face when I was at half health, but you know, there's not much I could do about that. But either way, we're wrapping this thing up. Next up, we have one of my favorite weapons, the light bowgun, and ooh, a delicious build it will be. So y'all stay tuned for that, and I will catch you soon.